Hey everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing a sketch challenge that was in the Scrapbook Generation Facebook group. If you are not part of their Facebook group, I would encourage you to join it. They're a local scrapbook store based in Missouri. You can order online or in person. And every so often they do weekend virtual crops. So there are a variety of challenges and other opportunities to gain entry for a chance to win, a gift card to the store or something like that. So they had, I think this was from the last weekend in September they had one. And so this was the sketch that they wanted us to play along with. So I am using I'm mixing my scrapbook stores here. So for the Scrapbook Generation Sketch Challenge, I'm mixing my Paper Issues August kit. I'm using my Paper Issues August kit, and it's got a very beachy theme. I'll try to remember to link my haul video for it below. Lots of simple stories, vintage coastal, I think is what it's called. And you get a lot of the embellishments from that collection too, which are really cool. So obviously I wanted to do some beach photos. Now, I don't have the photos printed yet because I'm still working on July photos. And we went to the beach in August. So I haven't printed my August photos yet. But something that I have been doing recently, at the time that I completed this layout, it was, October, middle of October. So something that I've been doing since then is creating pages before I have the photos printed, sometimes even before I have the photos taken. And I kind of started that because Chamel's October Best of Both Worlds kit it's very fall themed and a little bit Halloween themed too. So I don't always have the pictures ready to go. I scrapped last year's Halloween and fall pictures already. So she kind of inspired me. I like to scrap along with her, and I want to create a page that looks like what she's created using the same product. I think that's a lot of fun. And so I've just been keeping space on the layouts for potential photos. And I decided that I was going to do the same thing here with this one. I think I also did another one for a Paper Issues challenge where I didn't have the photo yet. I haven't taken it yet. So that's always something that you can do. If you have an idea or you see something on Pinterest, you see something in a challenge group and you're like, oh, I really want to take that idea. I really want to use that sketch. Just put some stuff down. Just lay out your page, leave space for the photos. As long as you know what size photos you need, it's really not that big of a deal to just leave the space and go back later and add the photos when you have them, when they're ready. So again, that's what I'm doing here. So I know that I'm gonna need two 4x6 horizontal photos, and I already looked through my Google Photos to make sure that I did have the right size, the right orientation of photos from that little beach trip, and I did. So once I get those printed, I'll just stick them onto this layout. The background page, it has like seashells and pineapples and stuff. It's sort of like a newsprint with a little bit of blues and greens in it. It was a little too busy. I'm using sort of like a white wood grain as well. And the white wood grain just on that pattern paper with the newsprint pattern paper, it was just a little too busy. So that's why I added the blue paper in the center, and I am inking all the edges of this stuff to just, again, help make it kind of stand out a little bit. And then the photos go across the blue part. And then there's going to be a really cool embellishment, like banner going all the way across the page. And in the original sketch, it's mainly like circles with a few banner pieces. I kind of feel like we've used this sketch before in a Scrapbook Generation challenge, or it feels like a very familiar sketch to me. So maybe if you go back and find it, you might think the same. In the original sketch, there's supposed to be the title kind of in the center at the top, and I decided I didn't really like that. So the title was supposed to be in the center, and then you have like the big banner going across the middle, and then there were like three I guess it could have been ribbon or washi tape or pattern paper strips kind of on the bottom right-hand side. And I really liked that. So I'm going to use some of, well, my plan was to use some of the branding strips for those paper strips. And then I kind of changed my mind. But because I thought if I'm going to have stuff in the bottom right-hand corner, I want to bring it up to the diagonal and do like the top left. So that's where I put the title. And I used one of the Simple Stories word stickers along with some of that cool Lawn Fawn corkboard alpha stickers to make the title be Beachy Keen. And then I'm also pulling in a few things that were from my stash. So the little swim shorts are actually from an old Simple Stories collection, or an older Simple Stories collection. I think that was the Sunkissed collection. And I've been saving them for, I mean, I don't have the whole sticker sheet anymore, but what I have left over, I've been saving for these beach photos. So I decided I was finally going to get to use one here. And now I'm going to add all those little border things going across the way. You can also see that I added some chipboard stars around the title, and I will bring more of those kind of throughout the rest of the layout. There's some really pretty like diamond-esque gem things that you can stick down with glue dots. And so I'm putting some of those there as well. I really like the way that looks. And then this whole little banner thing is just going to be a combination of the Simple Stories ephemera pieces, the flat ephemera pieces, and then the puffy sticker ephemera pieces. And obviously, I don't have the photos yet, and this banner is going to go over some of the photos. So there are pieces that I'm sticking kind of behind, and I'm using my double-sided adhesive squares to stick those down. For the things that I know that are going to be going over the photos, I'm just putting the adhesive kind of at the bottom so that I don't have to worry too much about trying to peel stuff up later in order to get the actual photos put down. And I think that's a good, sometimes if I'm using a sticker and I know I don't have the photo, and I think I did this in a recent process video actually. So if I remember what process video that is, I will link that below too. But the sticker was going to go over the photo, but I didn't have the photo. So I just left part of the backing on the sticker, stuck down the other half that wasn't going to be going over the photo. And then once I put the photo down, then I'll remove the backing, the rest of the backing from the sticker and stick it all down. So there are ways to scrapbook a page without photos and make it really easy. Or I mean, you don't even have to like try to do the embellishment clusters that go over the photos. You can keep everything very, very separate if that's what you really want to do. For my style, what I like to do is I like to do the embellishment clusters, and I like to have things kind of overlapping. So you find ways to make it work based on what your particular style is. So yeah, if you want to know more, I guess, about, I'll try to link the Scrapbook Generation Facebook group as well, just so that it's easy for you guys to find it. I don't know when they're doing their next virtual crop, but they are fun and just a cool way to participate in something, especially if you can't get out and go to a crop in person. The last crop I was supposed to go to in person was in March 2020, and it got canceled and has not been rescheduled since. So my bucket list goal is to one day go back out and have a crop in person. I would actually love to do like a weekend getaway crop, but we'll see. We'll see how that happens. But yeah, that's my bucket list goal, to crop in person. But until then, the virtual crops are really a lot of fun. And until my next video, I'm gonna start having to say goodbye. There are gonna be close-ups coming up so you can see a little bit more detail about this. And if you have any questions or comments about the products that I used, the techniques that I used, please leave those down in the comments below. Or if you just want to say hi, that's cool too. If you're a subscriber already, thank you so much. It's great to have you back here watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to click that like button, give me a thumbs up, and click subscribe so you don't miss out on more process videos. Bye!